It's great to be able to talk again with everyone here. I know I had the chance to meet with everyone at the last event you hosted. I think it was another event that you host with SLUDTERA, but either way, it's fantastic to be here again. And I think the thing I want to talk about is the partnership we are forming with Michelle and the relationship I'm building with her. I think the thing that's that I hope everyone takes away from here is the fact that here, everyone at Gen and me specifically working on Startup Huddle, I'm doing my best to try to take what you guys are all working on and all of the activities, the ventures, all the hard things you're going through to try to get your business off the ground and support that through our work, through our network. So, you know, Michelle has kind of been one of the biggest ambassadors of the program. And since I've joined in the last like 7 months, this program and this whole curriculum has been put together, and it's not easy. And it's a lot of work. And so everything she's doing is something that I think people sometimes look over and don't really like recognize how hard it can be or how difficult it can be, especially when, you know, you live in a place where an industry is dominated by, I mean, when the whole economy is dominated by, you know, a couple different industries, right? There's a lot of hard ways that, hard things that she has to go through to, you know, get off the ground and get the resources she needs to do the work she's trying to do. And I'm talking about this because of the topic she hoped that got to cover, which was women in emerging economies. And, you know, it's kind of sad that we still have to have this conversation in so many different places around the world, and that, you know, it is so much more difficult for women to get the resources they need to do or to participate in entrepreneurship. I can't speak about the facts. I'm not an expert on this, but I do know from working with angel investors and working with startups that it's a problem that's going to continue to happen. And I only hope that people have the courage to keep trying to do what they need to do to get their business off the ground and start something successful and build their community. You know, those are the only words I can really leave everyone here with today is, you know, some words of hope and, you know, encouragement, because nothing will change if you guys don't do your best to try to build everything you possibly can with the passion and the resources that are available to you. And of course, as I mentioned, we'll be here to support you in every way we can. I can't do everything my mind dreams of doing, but I'll do my best to support Michelle and do the things that you know, I can accomplish with the amount of time that I have. So I just want to say that, you know, we're in your corner, and we're doing our best to you know, support you in the ways that we can as a nonprofit. I think the final thing I'll end on is a story, just a quick little story. I think it's super important. So it was like my little sister. She was asking me like, what is entrepreneurship? She's 7 years old. And the thing that I couldn't wrap my head around was like how hard it is to like explain to people what you actually go through when you're trying to build something, you're trying to launch a business. And even to the person who's launching the business, it's completely nebulous. You feel like you're kind of in the dark. You don't know what you want to do. You really just want to give up and scream and like hide in your bed or whatever it might be. But I explained it to her in a way that I thought was really like helpful for someone who doesn't have as much of experience in the world as we do as adults. And it's this idea of like, okay, so if you put like 20 people in like a big ass room and you turn off the lights, and somewhere like hiding in the wall somewhere is like a circuit, right? The circuit will turn the lights on, right? Out of those 20 people in the first hour, half of them will leave because they'll give up trying to turn on the light. The other half might like find out where the circuit started and try to like make their way, like cross their fingers, like in the pitch black, like trying to trace it, trying to find it. But more than likely than not, everyone is going to leave that room. And the difference between like a successful entrepreneur and someone who is, you know, not to be like mean, but an average person who is just going to do what they needed to do to take care of their family, which there's nothing wrong with that, is their willingness to go and try to find out how to turn the lights on, how to get out of the dark instead of leaving and assuming that there is no way to turn it on. So I just thought I'd share that because if, you know, I think it's a really helpful when you do feel like you're in the dark and feel like there's no pathway forward. And I always think about that story when I don't know what to do, because it's actually not as hard to be in the dark as you think once you just accept the fact that you're in the dark, and you start just embracing it. So anyway, I thought that was really fitting for this kickoff session and everything you all are going through, because it's hard work, and I just want you to feel excited and inspired, and to know that there's better things ahead if things do seem dark.